It's October, the nights are darker, the air's colder, and PlayStation just dropped a lineup that perfectly fits the Halloween mood. We've got brand new horror, 10 story driven dramas, and a few unexpected surprises that'll keep you busy all month long. These games are coming to PS Plus Extra and Premium later this month, and once they roll out to cloud streaming, you'll be able to enjoy every scare, every fright, and every twist and turn right on your PlayStation Portal. Let's take a look at what's coming and why this might be one of the best PS Plus updates of the year. Before we dive in, a quick update since last month's video, because a couple of big games quietly joined the cloud streaming beta. WWE 2K25 has finally been added after being missing last month. It was announced last month and it never showed up, which is a huge win for PlayStation Portal owners who didn't want to download 120 gigabytes worth of WWE 2K25 to their PlayStation 5 just to jump into a few matches. You can now stream it straight from the cloud. And even better, The Last of Us Part 2 has joined the cloud lineup also. It's an incredible fit for Halloween with its tense atmosphere and those terrifying clicker encounters. Ugh. If you've been craving something dark to play right now while we wait for the new PlayStation Plus titles, that's where to start. Alright, now let's get into the new October lineup. And let's start off with the headlining game. This one will have horror fans very happy, and probably they have been waiting for years to see this game return. Silent Hill 2 is back, rebuilt from the ground up for PlayStation 5, and it looks absolutely terrifying. You play as James Sunderland, drawn to the fog-covered town of Silent Hill after receiving a letter from his dead wife. What follows is a proper psychological horror story about grief and guilt, one that stands, as an absolute masterpiece 20 years later. The remake uses Unreal Engine 5 to reimagine everything from the thick haunting fog to the eerie sound design and the horrible grotesque creature designs. It's been modernised with an over-the-shoulder camera view and updated combat, but it still captures that uneasy atmosphere that fans loved from the original. Once it hits cloud streaming, it's going to look stunning on the PlayStation Portal screen. Moody, cinematic, and just pure nightmare fuel in your hands. You'll just get totally drawn into this one. Well worth checking out. And we will be checking them all out once they drop on the Portal next week. So make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for that, because we will play them all and see what's worth your time on the Portal. Next up is another fan favourite returning in definitive form. Until Dawn has been rebuilt for the PlayStation 5, and it remains one of the most entertaining horror experiences PlayStation has ever made. You follow 8 friends trapped in a remote mountain lodge where things quickly turn deadly. Every decision matters. Who lives and who dies depends entirely on your choices. No pressure. The new version includes upgraded visuals, although I do actually think the PlayStation 4 version looks better. Let me know if you agree in the comments. There's new camera angles, new natural lighting, and all that new jazz we get from all these next gen polished up versions of older games. It's a great bit for Halloween. Grab some snacks, dim the lights if you're brave enough, and see who survives until dawn. And once cloud streaming support arrives, this will be one of the most bingeable story games to play on your Portal right now. The next game takes the Halloween theme in a completely different direction. V-Rising blends survival gameplay with gothic vampire fantasy, and it's a game that you can easily probably take over large chunks of your life with. You awaken after centuries in a slumber as a weakened vampire hunting for blood, rebuilding your castle and creating your own dark empire. You can play solo and in co-op or online with a massive world filled with danger and betrayal. Craft gear, build your fortress, and even enslave humans to do your work for you. It's like Diablo meets Valheim with vampires. It looks pretty cool, looks addictive, and it looks like it'll probably be quite good on the Portal. I'm interested to see how it holds up on the Portal's smaller screen, which we will find out next week. Now, for something a little bit less terrifying, but every bit as dramatic and as over the top as some of these horror games are, Yakuza Like a Dragon. It has got to be one of the best modern RPGs on PlayStation. Emotional, hilarious, and completely over the top and off the wall. You play as Ichiban Kasuga, a low-ranking Yakuza who spends 18 years in prison for a crime that he didn't commit. When he's finally released, the world has moved on without him, and his family has betrayed him. What follows is a wild journey through Yokohama filled with unforgettable characters, heartfelt moments, and just absolutely ridiculous over-the-top side quests. Combat is now fully turn-based in this Yakuza game, which is a bit different from some of the other ones, but it's still fast, creative, and just a ton of fun, which these games are all about. You can literally fight enemies using traffic cones, street signs, pretty much anything. It is a lot of fun. It's not horror, but it's a brilliant addition that gives this month's lineup a bit more variety and a ton of personality. It's funny, every time I see these Yakuza games, I just think back to Shenmue, and it's like, Shenmue had to walk so the Yakuza games can run. That's just what I think, but anyways, let me know if you agree. Did you ever play Shenmue? Let me know in the comments. Back to horror now though, and this one's a little more playful, but still pretty creepy. Poppy Playtime Chapter 1, which takes place inside an abandoned toy factory. That instantly gives me the creeps, where their workers mysteriously vanished years ago. You'll use a gadget called the Grab Pack to solve puzzles and survive against living toys that definitely don't want to be your friends and maybe don't want you to be living. So in short, it's short, sharp, and perfect if you want a quick scare instead of a long campaign. Once this one's available via cloud streaming, I think this will be quite a good fit for a handheld horror fix for Portal owners. But if you prefer something more grounded and emotional, as Dusk Falls, it might surprise you. This is an interactive crime drama that tells the story of two families across decades, starting with a robbery gone wrong in 1998 Arizona. The art style looks really unique in this game. It looks really, really cool. I will definitely be checking this one out. More like a motion comic, and every decision you make can completely reshape the story, so you are in charge. It's from one of the lead designers who did Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls, so you know the emotional storytelling is going to be top notch in this one. It's also going to be perfect for cloud streaming on the Portal. You don't need to worry about fast twitch reflexes or lag. It's a slow burn storytelling game that you can play anywhere on your Portal, and I'll be definitely excited to check this one out. Now, if you want something a little bit lighter and weirder to balance all the horror, there's Wizard with a Gun. Yes, that's what this is called. It's a survival sandbox game where you explore a magical wilderness, craft enchanted ammunition, and as the title suggests, cause chaos with your gun-wielding wizard. As if wizards weren't powerful enough, give them a gun. Yeah, why not? You can play solo or co-op, collecting resources, customizing your tower, and experimenting with magic that can literally burn your base down if you're not careful. It's quirky, creative, and a great pick for Portal players who enjoy shorter drop-in games. The aircons just came on, great. Finally, for premium members, a true PlayStation legend returns. Tekken 3, still one of the best fighters ever made. Now it's got some enhancements with rewind, quick save, and custom filters for your PlayStation. This game is just legendary, fast, stylish, just packed with all the classic modes, your arcade, team battle, versus, practice mode, you name it, they're all here. Also, I read there is supposedly updated CGI intro for the game and the kind of outros when you complete the arcade mode with each character, so I'm intrigued to see what that is all about. So that's something I never expected. And if you grew up with the PS1, this is going to be pure nostalgia. This to me is still peak Tekken. Tekken 3 is the best Tekken game ever, and being able to stream this on the PlayStation Portal feels like a kind of full circle moment. The golden age of PlayStation fighting games brought back to the Portal for a new generation to check out. I'm so excited to play this one. This was the game that introduced Jin Kazama and the Eddie Gordo. If you've ever played Tekken 3 and you were half decent at it or any good, and then your pal, you know, you're playing against them, two-player, you know, having a fight, and they just pick Eddie Gordo and just button bash and just obliterate you. Eddie Gordo is the ultimate button bash character. But oh yeah, I'm really happy about this one, really good. There was also leaks and rumours that we were going to be getting Tomb Raider Anniversary Edition. It's the PS2 game, kind of remastered for PS5, just the same way we're getting Tekken here. But unfortunately that didn't show up this month. Maybe we'll get that next month, but that would have been another cool addition as well. We've only got Tekken 3 coming here for, I guess, your classic premium games really, but it's a good one. I'm really excited to see this game when it arrives. Keep an eye out. All of these titles arrive on October 21st, and once they roll out to cloud streaming, I'll be testing each one right here on the PlayStation portal. If you want even more PlayStation talk, grab your coffee and join me on the Gaming Coffee Club, our brand new weekly podcast where we dive into all the latest PlayStation news and industry stories in a more relaxed, chilled out, chatty format. You can check out the latest episode right now by clicking on the video on screen. Almost lost my voice there. Yeah, click this video right now.